Hey there, thanks for stopping by. Today we are making one of my most favorite side dishes ever, saffron rice, also known as yellow rice. It's such a versatile side dish. You can use it in Mediterranean cuisine, Middle Eastern cuisine, especially Lebanese, Spanish, roast chicken you can serve it with. It can serve it with just about anything. And it's very, very delicious and very, very easy. And we're gonna jump right in. I've got my burner set to about medium high, and I'm gonna get some butter. Well, it's really not butter, it's earth balanced because I'm dairy free, but if you're dairy full, go ahead and use unsalted butter. You could also use some olive oil, but I really like the flavor that the butter brings to it. So I'm gonna get that melting. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, help it melt faster. Now I have the oven preheated to 400 degrees. This is so easy and so foolproof because we're doing it in the oven. I found this recipe a while ago on a New York Times cooking website. I tried it, it was foolproof. I changed up a few little things, but I absolutely love cooking rice in the oven. And it allows you to do other things, don't worry about the stovetop, so I think you're gonna love this too. Okay, the butter is melted. I am gonna go in with some chopped shallots. You could use yellow onion if you wanted to, but I love using the shallots. And of course some garlic. And so we're going to cook this down just to until the shallots are soft. We don't want any color on the shallots. We don't want to cook them all the way. So I'm mixing them in here so they don't sit on the bottom of the pan too long, because this is a propane stove and it burns really hot no matter what temperature I've got it on. I'm going to add just a smidgen of kosher salt to this. There isn't a lot of salt in the chicken stock that I'm using, and so I just want to give it a little bit of flavor. It appears that the shallots are nicely soft, so I'm going in with the rice, which is long grain rice. You could use basmati too. I prefer to use the long grain rice. A bay leaf, and the star ingredient of this show, saffron. Now saffron is not inexpensive, but you don't use a lot of it. And you may not be able to find it at your local grocery store, and that's okay because Amazon has it, and I'm going to put the link below so you can find it. It gives it such a wonderful flavor and color. That's where the yellow color for the saffron, aka yellow rice, comes in. If you didn't want to use the saffron, that would be okay. You're not going to get the same flavor. You could add some turmeric to this to get the color, but you won't have the flavor of the saffron. And saffron is really good for you, and it's an antioxidant. So I am going to mix this up together with the rice and the saffron and the bay leaf until I start to hear the rice kind of crackle, and I won't say it pops, it pretty much crackles, which shouldn't take too long here. I'm starting to hear it crackle. Last ingredient in, chicken stock. And if you wanted to make this vegetarian or vegan, just use vegetable stock. Okay, I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to turn up my heat because I want to bring this to a really good rolling boil before it goes in the oven. Okay, I am at a nice rolling boil. I am turning off the heat, putting on a very tight fitting lid, and it's going in the oven for 17 minutes at 400 degrees. Now that seems very precise, but trust me, 17 minutes at 400 degrees. Okay, it's been 17 minutes. Let's get the rice out of the oven. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Let's hope for good things. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. First thing I'm going to do is get this bay leaf out of here. Nobody wants to eat a bay leaf. And then I'm going to fluff it and stir it. Oh my goodness. And then I'm going to try it. This smells so good. It's so fluffy. And as you can see, when we put it in the oven, it was not yellow. But when it comes out of the oven, we have yellow rice. Okay, one note, when this comes out of the oven, make sure you keep your hot pad on top of the handle, because you're going to be tempted to grab the handle and burn yourself. I tell you this from experience. Don't do what Victoria did. Okay, we're going in. We're going to try this. It's going to be hot. Oh my God. So moist, but not soupy. The saffron flavor really comes through. I think the salt level is really good. If you try it afterward, you need a little more salt, put some in. That's perfectly fine. You can taste the bay leaf. The butter gives it a really good depth of flavor. And of course, the garlic and the shallot. I absolutely love saffron rice. I love to serve it especially with chicken shawarma, which we're going to have that recipe soon. So if I'm pointing up here and there's a link, that means it's out already. If there's no link, check back. We're going to have it in the next month or so. I also like to serve it with a tomato and cucumber salad, so you can check that link out right here. Tonight, I don't know what we're serving it with. We're going to figure that out, but I am definitely going to eat me some yellow saffron rice. And tomorrow I'll probably have it with black beans for lunch. Thank you so much for watching. The full recipe is linked in the description below, or you can go to gfexplorers.com and find it there. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified whenever we have a new recipe, which is about once a week. And until next time, happy eating.